Hello students, in our previous session we have learned regarding the genetic code from chapter number 4, molecular basis of inheritance. In this session we are going to study about the characteristics of genetic code. Now you know that genetic code is a sequence of 3 nitrogen bases or nucleotides present on DNA as well as messenger RNA. So, during the process of transcription, DNA molecule produces messenger RNA, and from one of the DNA strand, the information is copied to messenger RNA. Such DNA strand is called as coding strand. So, the genetic code from DNA is copied to messenger RNA, but there is only one change, that in messenger RNA thymine is replaced by uracil. That means thymine is absent in messenger RNA. So the first characteristic of genetic code is that genetic code is triplet in all living organisms. That means the genetic code consists of 3 nitrogen base, or it is the sequence of 3 nucleotides. Here is the diagram of messenger RNA. Then here is the C5 end and here is the C3 end. So at this end we can see that there is a genetic code, that is AUG. So this genetic code consists of 3 nitrogen bases, and remaining genetic codes also consist of 3 nitrogen bases. Hence the genetic code is called as triplet codon, or it is triplet in nature, and it is similar in all living organisms. Then genetic code has polarity in C5 to C3 direction. That means the genetic code present on messenger RNA can be read only from C5 to C3 direction. That means the process of protein synthesis starts at this C5 end inside the ribosome and ends at C3 end. So protein synthesis is carried by the 3 types of RNA, that is messenger RNA, then ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA inside the ribosome, inside the cytoplasm of the cell. Then genetic code is non-overlapping. Here we can see that the genetic code, that is AUG, will code for one amino acid. Then the second genetic code will code for another amino acid. That means they will not overlap with each other. This nitrogen base will not overlap with the nitrogen base of second genetic code. Hence genetic code is called as, it is non-overlapping. Then genetic code has degeneracy. Now degeneracy means, for example, cysteine is a type of amino acid and is coded by 2 codons, while isoleucine is a type of amino acid which is coded or specified by 3 codons. It means you have seen that there are total 64 genetic codes, out of which 61 genetic code for 20 amino acid. So 2 or more genetic codes can code one type of amino acid. Hence the genetic code has degeneracy. Then genetic code is universal. That means the genetic codes are applicable and they are same in all living organism. For example, AUG. Here we can see at the C5 end the genetic code AUG is present, and AUG specifies or codes for amino acid called as methionine. So this genetic code, it is example, this genetic code, that is AUG, will code or specify the amino acid methionine in all living organism. Hence the genetic code is universal and is same in all living organisms. Then the messenger RNA shows initiation and termination codon. You know that the process of protein synthesis starts from the C5 end and it is started by a genetic code called as AUG. Then this genetic code AUG is called as initiation codon, as it starts the process of protein synthesis by coding the amino acid, that is methionine, and the process continues. So after coding for one amino acid, then the second genetic code will code for second amino acid, then third will code for third amino acid, then fourth, then fifth, and so on. And at the C3 end, the sequence of 3 nucleotides or 3 nitrogen bases is called as stop codon, or it is called as termination codon. The stop or termination codon may be UAA, UAG or UGA. Now here we can see that UGA is the stop codon. Stop codon means the process of protein synthesis is stopped. In all, we have seen there are total 64 genetic codes, of which 3 genetic codes, that is UAA, UAG and UGA, does not code for any amino acid, but they stop the process of protein synthesis, or they terminate the process of protein synthesis and are present at the C3 end of the messenger RNA. Hence they are called as stop codon or termination codon. Then codon and anticodon. Now codon is a part of DNA. So codon is a part of DNA which is copied on messenger RNA. But during this process, in messenger RNA, thymine is replaced by uracil and it is represented as 5AUG3. Then anticodons are present on the main loop of transfer RNA and it is represented as 3UAC5. So the anticodons present on transfer RNA recognize the genetic codes present on messenger RNA and accordingly bring the desired type of amino acid molecule to the ribosome, where the process of protein synthesis occurs inside the cell. The genetic code is commalase. Now commalase means that here we see, here is the first genetic code, then second, then third, but there is no gap. Here we do not see any gap between the two adjacent genetic code. Hence the genetic code is called as commalase, or there is no gap between the genetic codes. Then genetic code is non-ambiguous, means a specific genetic code will code for only specific amino acid. It will not code, or the genetic code will not code for more than one amino acid. Hence genetic code is called as non-ambiguous, or genetic code is specific to specific amino acid only. So here we have seen the different characteristics of genetic code. So in our next session we will learn the remaining topics from the chapter number 4, that is molecular basis of inheritance.